What's up, everybody? Vegas Monsters in the house again. We'll cause some devastation, some havoc, and some chaos, some mayhem up in here. So how the hell's everybody doing? Yeah, everything's going right on here. You know, I'm having a good time as usual. I'm telling you what, though. I pity those poor fools back east. They gotta deal with all that fucking snow and shit. I'm telling you, I would not want to be digging my ass out of that shit. I'd rather dig myself out of a sandstorm here, you know what I'm saying? You know, when it gets about... This guy, let me tell you what one of these commentators did, first of all. This frickin' guy, obviously it's back east, you know. He goes outside, he's got his cam with him, and you tell the wind's blowing and shit. I mean, it's like blizzard conditions from hell, you know what I mean? And this fucking guy, he goes out there, and he's fucking messing around out in the snow, and he decides to do a backflip in it, which I thought was fucking cool. But I'm telling you what, if that had been me, I'd have been like, oh hell no, I ain't doing this fucking horse shit. I'm not gonna go out there and dolphin dive in the snow and shit. You better have like a couple of shots of whiskey in you first, at least you won't feel anything, you know? A little antifreeze to, you know, let the cold off and all that crap, you know? That's crazy, you know? That is just freaking insane. I don't think I'd ever want to do that shit. Oh hell no. Nah, we'll pass on that. Never mind. But, oh man, I tell you, I had a good time last night. Went to the Topless Bar, and as usual, you know, bring a gal home, bada boom, bada bing, you know. Of course, she had to take a cab. I ain't paying for a cab ride back home, shit. Dumped enough money on her in there in the dance club. It was fun. I tell you fucking homos don't know what you're missing, man. You guys are fucking idiots. But, hey, if you like to smell a swamp butt, that's your frickin' problem, not mine, you know. Sick bastards. But getting back to this, you know, when I play Human on Grid, I like to run around the sides of the map, very much in the back area of all. I kind of stick to the sides, really. I got to get my game score up higher, man. I mean, I did okay in this game, but Jesus Christ, you know, I know I could do a lot better. I know I could do a lot better. You guys are probably going, man, that's all he does. Well, hey, you know, whatever fucking thing works for you, you got to do what you got to do. It is what it is, so deal with it. You know, there you have it. I'm telling you, you know. I used to have a real bad freaking habit of when the guys were like, if they're like 5 feet away or something shit like that, like really up close, I have a tendency of aiming down the sight, and every time I do that, I seem to get killed. So now I'm starting to do a lot of hip fire, which has improved my accuracy, I have to admit. It does work out, you know, it's not like a panic thing, and so it works out. It's just how it is. I mean, you know, you just got to do what you got to do with it. But, man, I'll tell you, it was cool last night. I needed that, man. Work's been kind of, you know, they got the Chinese New Year in here. It's the year of, what, the rabbit, I think? Yeah. And, you know, the Chinese, they always come here, you know. Even as bad as it is now, they always seem to find a way to get out here, so it kind of helps. It's going to keep me busy this week, which is good for me. That's just more money for me in my pocket, you know. But I had to redo the commentary on this thing again because, I don't know, it was just out of sync. So what I'm doing is I'm watching it over the media viewer here and recording the commentary over it. So I'm not going to try to keep track of everything in the game that I do because it just keeps, it doesn't really flow that smooth. So, you know, I don't want to say this or that, and it's completely out of sync. I wasn't really too happy with the last video. Speaking of videos, in the next, I don't know, maybe another video or two that I put up, I got a neighbor over here. He's cool. You know, him and his wife are great. You know, his name's Seamus. I kind of call him the old dude. He seen me playing this the other day, you know, and he's like, "What are you up to?" I said, "Get down on this." He goes, "What is it?" So he doesn't know. You know, he's kind of out of the loop on things, and so I explained it to him, and I told him what I did, and so I kind of asked him, I said, "Hey, you want to take a shot at this?" And he says, "Well, I really can't play the game all that well." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." I says, "Well, you want to do the commentary over it?" And he agreed. So this shit is gonna be funny as hell. This fucking guy, he's a clown. He's an older dude, But like I said, he's cool as shit. Him and his wife have been my neighbors for like 4 years. So they're great. If I go out of town, I can trust them to watch my apartment. Make sure nobody tries to do anything stupid. And of course, I do the same for them. So that's what you got to do. You got to trust your neighbors nowadays. And so he said he agreed to it. I'll try to get him in maybe on the next video I put out or the other one. But look out for it. I'm just giving you guys a heads up on that real quick. But the one thing that really just ticks me off in this game was, I get off on a good roll here. And I have my, it's better to set your kill streaks at a lower kill streak. That way, from what I heard, you prestige a little bit quicker. Well, okay, that's fine, Jim and Dandy, but I like to go for the kills as well, just like everybody else. Nothing upsets me more when I have my kill streak set at low and I pull the mess I did on this game. I could have probably had a chopper gunner, dogs, the dogs. Yeah, the dogs. And they get the Boyds, too, so bring them in. And so I didn't. So I feel like a fucking idiot. So what I'm going to try to do is boost up my kill streaks, at least try to go for that. I mean, I got a whole shitload of other gameplays in here, the videos that I just not had bothered to put up yet. I know I've said this a million times, but I'm going to be doing that here soon. So hey, it's all good. I'm not complaining. Got a lot to be happy about. Unlike some people in other places, I'm telling you. Did you see that shit on TV? Those Egyptians are going fucking nutso, man. They went up to this one fucking kid, and they're like interviewing him, and they're like, what do you use for weapons? Well, the fucking kid, he's got him at his feet, so he reaches down and he picks him up, right? He had this fucking padlock. I ain't never seen a padlock this big before. This thing it's probably about the size of my hand. I mean, it was fucking huge. And I'm looking at that. Plus, he's got what looked or appeared to be a piece of a disc brake, and other chunks of metal. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Could you imagine getting hit in the head with one of these things? It'd split your head open, man. Excedrin wouldn't be able to cure that shit. And I was like, God damn. Anderson Cooper almost got his ass kicked too yesterday. Oh, fuck. I'm telling you, man. I don't know about the world, fellas. I'm telling you, it's going to hell in a handbag. I tell you, you wouldn't get away with that shit here in the States. Certainly not. We would just impeach a bastard, Just tell him to get the hell out, But, man, I'm telling you, that shit is just fucking crazy over there. I'm telling you, that's just insane. Man, I would not want to be there. But, what is this, like, Friday in the afternoon? Got up a little while ago. Like I said, had a good time at the Tapas Bar last night. So, yeah, that's how it rolls, baby. That's what I like doing. But, guys got to have some fun somehow. I'm telling you, if you guys ever come out to Vegas, let me tell you something. I'll give you a little heads up. Don't reach in the phone book and try to call for a hooker. Alright? Because I've seen guys get ripped the fuck off. I've seen them get rolled, too. And, so if you ever decide to come out here and you think, oh, we'll just call this and that, yeah, well, I'll tell you what, throw caution in the wind on it, because them little douchebags are little scammers. Now, I'm smart enough not to have gone that route. Tapas bars are the best place to go. But, like I said, that's just it. That's how it is. Hell, everybody's trying to scam somebody out of something out here nowadays. Man, I hope this commentary comes out right. I'm watching the time on it here, so I'm making sure that nothing gets all screwed up or nothing like that. So that's about it. Looking forward to making these things, and once again, I will always thank all of you. You guys are the greatest. You're the best. Love my subscribers. And I'm going to try to bring out the best video content that I can to you. I was looking at my computer the other day, and it's like, this son of a bitch don't have a dual core in it. It's 7 years old, so, I got a birthday coming next month. I might go spoil myself and pick up a new HP Pavilion. They got those nice little slim lines out, and it's got a dual-core processor in it. If anybody has any better suggestions, I heard the quad cores are really, really good, but they're like $568. I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I'm going to drop that much coin on a brand new one. If I get a dual core, maybe it'll help with the processing of the video and everything, and get these things up a little bit quicker, because it takes frickin' forever for this stuff to render and this and that. It's roughly a pain in the ass, but I deal with it. and you know, I'll make the best of it. If you know, just got to do what you got to do with it. And that's about it. I noticed during this game, if you notice at the end of the game, most of my teammates left, which I really hate when they do that shit. I can't stand that. You know, it's annoying. But being a Maverick player, you just got to do what you got to do. You know, my friends list is open. If you guys want to hit me up, once again, hit me up. You know, we'll go play some domination. You know, let's just do this thing. You know, I always like to play with my subscribers. I play with about maybe 2 or 3 of them. And the rest are just personal friends of mine that don't even know I'm doing this sort of thing. But this is Vegas. I'm out of here. You guys enjoy. Peace.